Okay, we're gonna be doing all of the bad ends. This one we are gonna do Sophie and David alive. And David has to wear the curtain to survive, as you can see from the earlier bit.
Stand up, David.
Don't touch me.
What?
Keith!
Why is it he went out like so fast, but last time he took his sweet ass time trying to get out?
You okay?
Yeah, I guess. But I think I got a bump on my head just now.
I don't know how that happened.
Good. You go back to the room. If this happens again, I can't afford to save you.
Sorry, it's my own stupidity to blame.
That's not the problem. If anything happens to you, I'm the one left with a crying Shirley.
Isn't there anyone who'd cry for you?
Maybe not anymore.
Huh?
Still want to tag along?
I'm getting a divorce, David. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Do what you like. I'm exhausted.
Into the sewer. Ooh, I can take David. David, look. The body's decayed. Uh-oh. What's happening to Keith? I'm getting like poison damage. This time we have David following, and he's not a ghost. Isn't that nice, David? Except now I'm getting poison damage.
Keith, let's rest a little. If you don't take a break, you're going to...
Shut up. This isn't the time.
I'm tired, okay? Let me rest.
We really want to rest in here? We could have rested like outside.
Or are you going to drag around an exhausted citizen, detective?
Lend me your lighter. You've got one smoke to rest.
Can I smoke fast?
The heck is that guy anyway? How does he know about my mom and Shirley's past? It's really disturbing.
David, did you celebrate your birthday with Shirley last month? Or was it with Paul and Marion?
Oh, I scheduled a meal with Shirley, then celebrated with Paul and Marion the other... Huh. Did I ever tell you my friends' names?
What the heck?
Sorry about your mother. Brain tumors are like a landmine. One misstep means trouble.
What the heck?
But I guess they don't teach you how to dodge landmines in flight school, huh?
Okay, Keith. Shut up.
What?
Oh, and you want to toughen your stomach for anchovies and liver. I mean, unless you want younger girls thinking that's cute or whatever.
Hold on a second. What do you know about my mom, too? And my friends in school? I never told you any of that, right?
What the heck? How long was I in that gas chamber?
Keep this between us, but working as a detective for 15 years, you get to know stuff. Like what someone's done in the past, just by looking at their faces.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's not like a psychic. What the heck, Keith? Being controlled by the boogeyman.
Maybe that big-headed freak is the same way.
You're kidding, right?
You think I'm kidding? You're a real sucker. Take care you don't get swindled someday.
What's this about? What do you know all about me?
You were taken to the police after the incident with your mother. Remember the detective who questioned you?
I was pretty dazed at the time, so I don't really remember. But it wasn't you, was it?
Eric Simpson, my subordinate. It was only an attempted crime, so he was the only one to handle you. And you know, he's got a real messy desk. He lets case files and the like pile up so high they even topple over onto my desk.
So I read all of them because who knows what Eric's been doing. Probably filled out the paperwork terribly.
I saw some files on you among them. Your history, your family, that kind of info. And your mother's diagnosis. Oh, and the ones who verified your identity were your friends Paul and Mary and Martin. I remember them well, especially because that Paul guy made a huge ruckus at the station. He was the one that ate too many chili dogs too, right?
Then the anchovies. Oh yeah, I mentioned that at dinner. But I didn't tell you I hated liver, did I?
I hate anchovies myself, and I hate liver. That's all.
Why did you make a guess for that one?
Because you're stupid enough that I thought it'd fool you.
If you know so much about me, why didn't you say so when we first met?
Because I was suspicious of you.
Huh? Me? Why?
A year and a half ago, you found a hanged body in an abandoned house in another state. The state police came to us trying to determine the guy's identity.
So that happened already. It was only a year and a half ago.
That's when I read your testimony, and it was real sketchy.
Sketchy? Why?
I understand you were looking for the guy who formerly lived in your apartment, but how did you track him down without even knowing his name or what he looked like? Said you followed notes, but when you were asked to show him, you said you lost them. You said you shot a man in the house, but there was no gunpowder on the gun, no dropped cartridges, most importantly, nobody to shoot. And then you just happened to find that former tenant's corpse. You gotta know that's suspicious.
But it's true. I was led there by the notes he wrote. Once I found the body and called the police, I realized they were gone. And I did shoot someone, but I'm not sure if it was a person.
As you testified, but I guess that doesn't matter so much now. I was wary of you because of what you could have done. I didn't want to leave Helena with a madman. If you did anything even a little weird, I was going to turn around and take my wife home.
Do you still distrust me?
When we first met on the boat, I intentionally told you that I was a detective. Somebody with something to hide would be alarmed. But then you just said cool, so I was a bit less wary. You might be crazy for all I know, but you haven't shown any sign of being dangerous. Listen, everyone's got bad stuff in their past. For somebody who shouldn't know it to dig it up and use it against you, that'd agitate and anger most people. He knows that well. He's showing off what he knows to upset all of you and control your actions. He's done it to you, to Richard, to Lance.
Lance, too?
He's an ex-journalist. Took photos of that job, too. When he published articles, he signed his photos with LK. He investigated the state police during a sexual assault and murder case 3 years back, but went too far. The victim's family and civil liberties group attacked him for invasion of privacy, and he was driven out of journalism.
How do you know about all that, Keith?
Doesn't matter.
Well, I understand that those are the guy's methods, but how does he know all of our pasts in the first place?
The boogeyman lives in your closet, right? So, he's always watching.
That makes me uncomfortable.
Watching when you nearly killed your mother. Watching when you were snuggling with your wife in bed.
Don't make threats like that.
He's only human. The appearance, the weapon, the info, it's all just to scare us.
You're taking it pretty well, though.
It's all cheap tactics. It's not going to scare me.
Yep, that's our detective. Nothing scares him, even though his wife might be in danger. Still calm.
If I let myself be shaken, you'd all follow suit. I can't protect anyone if I get distracted. A detective doesn't just go fishing for corpses. I've got my lousy pride and my duty. I can't just watch while someone kills people with a grin on their face.
Even if you're forsaking someone important to you?
What are you trying to say?
There's a big gap between your ideal and what you really want. It's contradictory. Isn't that painful for you? I wanted to be a pilot, but thinking about it now, I think I was just too stubborn to see anything else.
So?
You'll understand someday.
Thinking of taking a nap here? Let's go.
Keith, those things you said before, were you trying to make me angry?
I don't intend on telling anyone your history, nor your family problems. Sorry if you're still pissed.
No, it's fine. I guess I am kind of a brat.
Well, none of these are open. What the heck? Wrong painting. Looking closely, the frame is raised a little.
Keith.
Keith, stop spitting on everything, jeez. Oh boy. Genesis chapter 1. 1:1. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. 1:2. Now the earth was formless and empty, darkness was over, and the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Chapter 2. 2:8. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east in Eden, and there he put the man he had formed. Chapter 3. 3:14. So the Lord God said to the serpent, because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals. Chapter 4. 4:8. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, let's get out to the field. While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him because he's a giant dick. Chapter 5. 5:1. This is the written account of Adam's family line. When God created mankind, he made them in the likeness of God. Chapter 6. 6:5. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Chapter 7. 7:1. The Lord then said to Noah, go into the ark, you and your whole family. Chapter 8. 8:20. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord, and taking some of all the clean animals and clean birds, he sacrificed burnt offerings on it. Whoa. Chapter 9. 9:28. After the flood, Noah lived 350 years. 929. Noah lived a total of 950 years and then he died. Chapter 10, 10:1. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. Chapter 11, 11:7. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other. Well, that's a dick thing to say. Chapter 12, 12:1. The Lord had said to Abram, Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. Okay, sounds like an asshole Bible. Statue of the Virgin Mary. Just gonna... Okay. I just wanted to check. It doesn't hurt. How much was this? 4. There's a scrap from a notebook on the table. Got the notebook scrap. Code for the secret room. The geology of Adam. Noah's Ark. The Tower of Babel. Oh, gross, I have to reread it. Bible passages that look like they were written by a kid. Something's written in the margins. There can't be anything like limbo. Mom and Dad say that since I haven't been baptized yet, if I die, I'll go to limbo. But there can't be a limbo. I don't want to go to limbo. I hate this meditation room too, and I really hate these Bible passages, but it's much better than the closet. I really, really hate the closet because the boogeyman is there whispering weird things into my ear. That's what I think every time I'm yelled at and go in there. But I just do the same thing again and go back in there. When I'm in the dark, cramped closet, I wonder, if I stay here forever, I wonder if I'll turn into a monster. Like a movie monster who kills his mom and dad and messes up this whole house. But when I leave the closet, I'm just me. I couldn't become a monster, I couldn't. But then I went to Hollywood and I was like, yeah, I can do that. So I always apologize to Mom and Dad. I'm sorry I was bad. I love you more than anyone in the world. Not really, though.
Hey, stop that, would you?
Huh?
Stop that thing. It's hurting my ears.
What does?
Your phone! I hate hearing phones ring. It's yours, right? Make it stop already!
Calm down.
I don't have a phone.
Make it stop!
Calm down, please. Where are you hearing a phone ringing? There's no phone ringing. In fact, I think I lost my cell phone earlier. So please, calm down.
I hate it. I hate the sounds of phones.
You should just put your phone on silent. That's what I do.
Why?
Because it always brings bad news. Excuse me. Bearing here? Yes, that's right. I'll be there.
Mr. Baring, sorry to have called you. Your wife said she couldn't look, but we need you to confirm.
It's my son.
Are you sure?
He's wearing the clothes from this morning. My wife sewed his name on then. Todd Baring. Check behind the neck.
You have my deepest condolences. Sign here. We'll send you a pamphlet for a mortician. Refer to it if you wish. Thank you. There's a nurse waiting outside. Tell them if you need any help. Now, please excuse me.
It's me.
Hey, Keith, you off loitering somewhere? You gotta hurry. The suspect's on the move. Head for Wellington Street. Got it?
Don't go. Stay with me.
I'm scared of phones ringing. I feel like someone's going to tell me about a death in the family again. Ever since then, I haven't been able to answer calls.
Why'd your son die?
So I just let the phone ring, making the thing that I hate the most even worse and worse. Yeah, that was such a smart thing to do, Keith.
Run over by a truck. Driver died instantly. I couldn't blame anyone. I still have idiotic thoughts. Like if I hadn't answered that call, maybe nothing would have even changed. If I'd had been with him, maybe he'd still be alive and smiling. It's completely stupid. It changed nothing. What could I have done? Sorry for grabbing you. I was just confused. Let's go.
Genealogy of Adam, Noah's Ark, Tower of Babel. The annoying thing is that there's like several mentions of like each thing. I don't really remember the Tower of Babel though, honestly. Magazine from about 10 years ago. Empty drink bottle. Old videotape. Old tape. Tons of movies, both tapes and DVDs. There's a mix of old and new movies. Video and DVD player looks relatively new. The wall is covered with movie posters. Old-fashioned television. That's it.
I hope Keith and David are all right. It's been so long since they went out. Helena?
Thank goodness you're safe.
Where's Keith?
He went looking for you. Oh, but I'm so glad. Now we'll just wait for those two to return and...
Wait! Where are you going?
I have to go. That man's going to come. He'll catch me.
Don't go, Helena. Stay stay here with us. You'll be all right.
Yes, Helena, you should be safe with us. To go out simply isn't...
Helena! Lance!
What are you thinking? You know how dangerous it is to go it alone?
You could move that fast? I thought your leg was injured.
Let go! If I don't run, that man will catch me.
So then why not stay with us? You gotta calm down, lady.
No! If I'm caught, Keith will...
Keith? What about Keith? Hey, I don't know what you're saying. Hey, wait!
Ugh.
Where'd she go?
Lance, what are you doing out here?
You guys. Hey, we saw Helena. She was okay.
Really?
Yeah, but I lost her. We gotta catch up. She should be nearby.
I'm taking you back to the room.
What? You going deaf? I told you your woman's close by.
And what's the plan if you're attacked? You can't run with that leg.
I saw him run. He good.
You... Don't you tell me what I can't do.
Lance, stop it.
You know, that cocky freak is scary. But in my eyes, you're scarier. I'm grateful that you saved me. But past that, you're shady as all get out. I never know what you're thinking. For all the lengths you go to save people, you never show any emotion. Never get upset. Not to mention knowing all about my past and trying to scare me with that. Just like that other guy. Tell me, why do you know about me?
I liked your articles about the Bronx incident. They were pretty on point. I was wondering when I could read more, but more never came, because the author had left journalism.
Huh?
When I heard your name, I had my suspicions, and it turned out I was right. One leading question, and I'd gotten you. I didn't mean to go fishing through your past. I just read your articles. And you talk just like your articles read. Really has that unpleasant attitude.
You should have told me that before. What'd you have to scare me for?
I just wanted to tease you for picking fights with everyone. Want to take it to court? I'll win.
I really don't get you. Can't even tell if you're serious or a huge joker. But I can tell one thing. You're not just an unfeeling RoboCop. The whole never shaken thing is just an act, huh?
I shouldn't be inviting citizens to panic.
Stop saying crap about shoulds and shouldn'ts!
Should we be going after Helena?
Listen, I know. Deep down, you think we're just annoyances. Don't really care what happens to us. Because ultimately, we're total strangers.
I mean, this bonding with Keith is well and good and all, but...
You're sketchy as hell for trying to hide that. Why you gotta hide that? If we're just in your way, say it. Don't go so far protecting us that you'll kill yourself off. If you want to save your woman right now, then do it.
Go back to the room, Lance.
I'll look for Helena too.
Did you forget what I just said? You're an annoyance. Go away.
Right you are.
You go back with Lance.
But Keith...
I'll be fine. Don't let him get hurt anymore. Go.
Wait, I'll take you there.
You stick with Keith.
What if something happens to you?
Shut up. It's fine, you babyface.
Babyface?
I've been waiting, Detective.
The window isn't
I'm
there.
in a very bad mood right now, because I keep losing to you. Life really doesn't go the way you want it, huh? Even when you try to break up the monotonous days, it just doesn't work out.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, this is still a bad end.
Sadly enough, even this fun game is almost over. Catch the boogeyman and you win. Happy end. But that's all right. I'll put up a good fight with you, Detective. Then we'll see what ending we're getting. It goes one way or the other. Victory or defeat. Nice and simple, right?
I hate doing this. Ow, loser. Suck. I should have just went straight at you like last time. Missed. My win.
Who are you?
Brendan.
I'm not anyone, Detective.
Oh, right under the rib.
Looks like you did things out of order, Detective. But still, not bad.
Helena?
David, where's Keith?
We came here together earlier, then we split up. He must be that way. Let's go look for him.
Keith! Keith! Please, Keith, get up!
Don't move him, Helena. First we need to stop the bleeding.
Helena, are you there?
I am. It's okay, Keith. We'll stop the bleeding.
Can't see. Blood in my eyes. Helena, you there?
No. Please, Keith. Please. Hold on. Please. Don't leave me. You're the only one I can't lose.
Well, that's just rude to Todd. Then again, he's already
no.
gone.
Helena, what's wrong?
Huh?
Damn, such a big bed.
You were crying. Have a bad dream?
I had an awful dream.
What was it like?
I don't want to remember it.
Helena, you need to wake up soon.
I want to sleep a little longer.
Wake up, Helena. The bad dreams are always the real ones.
Were you asleep, Helena?
I was dreaming.
What kind of dream?
A happy dream.
Good. I'm glad you can get some sleep. Do you think you can eat anything? I'm done cleaning the storeroom, so I thought I'd make you something.
I'm not hungry.
You need to eat, Helena. It's not healthy. I'll make you something simple.
Thanks for your help, Shirley, but it's fine. You don't have to do anything. I'm just glad you came.
If you can get to sleep, then maybe you should sleep. But isn't it chilly by the window? Come to the bedroom.
I want to be here right now. It's my favorite place. I always like to see my son coming home from kindergarten, or Keith coming home from work.
This must be a great place then. Helena, you remind me of a friend of mine. She got along really well with her husband. So, when her husband left, she was very depressed. She told me that her son's support helped her get her back on her feet. She was a really good person. When I was introduced to her, she told me she was glad to have a daughter-in-law. But I didn't know much about becoming anyone's family. I thought, if my parents threw me away, how could I ever be a part of a stranger's family? And she noticed my worry, so she told me this. While I had an unhappy marriage, through it, I met my beloved son. But not everyone can have such happy meetings. So, if you're unsure, I won't mind if you run away. Ultimately, I let anxiety get the best of me and I ran. And by the time I resolved to come back, she was already gone. I still regret my cowardice, but I know it's too late. David seemed to think that you and Keith didn't get along, but I never thought that for a second. You were always so concerned for Keith, and Keith always sounded kind when he spoke to you. I knew you must have really valued each other. I thought I'd like to be like that myself, but it's not so easy. I still don't know how to go about it.
I'm sure you just need lots of wonderful memories. It's okay, Shirley. You two will be just fine.
Thanks. Why do the people so close to you always have to go so soon?
Helena, sorry, I was cleaning the living room and I broke something.
Hold on, what did you break?
A glass cat?
You broke a Swarovski ornament! What are you doing?
That's why I said I should clean the storeroom. You know I'm clumsy.
There's even more stuff in there! That would be a disaster!
Say what?
David, you should just sit on a chair and just look pretty. That's really all you should do.
You two are just too adorable.
I don't know how David survived the Crooked Man.
There's nothing to worry about, Shirley. You're a wonderful pair. I know you'll get on fine. I don't want any more bad dreams. I'm exhausted. I just want to have happy dreams.
Helena!
I knew it.
No, please!
I knew it was gonna happen. You're gonna have this depressed person right on the windowsill. I would have been holding on to her, just like, you're not gonna fucking leave.
Helena.